Gobby Gaffer office here at SC Cambuur in Holland. And today's headline news is, yes, I've been for 2 job interviews, one in Spain, one in Italy, got neither of them. So we're still here at SC Cambuur, doing a really good job, by the way. Nobody seems to be recognising that as far as the jobs market goes, but hey ho. And the other bit of news is that we're just about over halfway through the season now, played 19 games. Ajax have won every single one of those 19 games. Unprecedented, I think, in the time that I've been playing Football Manager. But yes, they're on 57 points. We are still second, and do I dare say this? Because I know if I say something, Football Manager will, will mess with the AI and the algorithms, and all of a sudden we'll start plummeting. But at this moment in time, we look like being the second best team in Holland by a little stretch, really, because teams like Feyenoord and PSV are dropping away a little bit, and we're building up a little bit of a gap. So there's 2 little, I mean, you can't call them groups, can you? But Ajax, clearly by far the best team in Holland, but we are becoming, not clearly, but we are becoming the second best team in Holland. Like I say, I don't really like to say these teams, because you know what's going to happen, don't you? Like I say, the FM gods will say, oh, getting too big for his boots. We'll put him on a bit of a losing run. Anyway, things are going quite well in the league. Let's have a little look at what's been happening. So after that really convincing win against Zvezda, a 5-0 in the Champions League, we then played AZ at home, beat them 2-0. Liam Delap getting on the score sheet, 2 goals for him. Then we had another home game in the Dutch Cup, second round against MVV. Beat them 3-1. Van Dijven got a hat-trick in that. It's really nice at the moment. I'm alternating my strikers. They're staying fit, fingers crossed. But they're staying fit, alternating them, and they're banging the goals in for us, which is really, really important. Then we played one of the newly promoted teams, VVV Venlo. What is it with V's in Holland? VVV Venlo. So we played them at home in the league, and we beat them 3-1. Then we had a little friendly in there, just 17 goals in that one. Yes, we beat them 17-0. Away game at Heerenveen. Let me tell you, at the time, Heerenveen were bottom of the league. We were second. Seems to be starting a little bit of a trend here, which I'm not very keen on. But bottom of the league, what happens? Yeah, a boring 0-0 draw. So we dropped points in that one. Not ideal. But then we played 2 teams who are in that, the European spots, vying for the European spots with us, Emmen and Nijmegen. 2-1 wins against both of them. Delap got 2 goals against Emmen, and Delgado and Lasada got the 2 goals against Nijmegen. The Champions League is looking like this at the moment. We're in 14th place, played 6 games, got 9 points. Any slip-ups, though, as you can see there, I mean, right down to 26th place. There's only 2 points in it, really. I mean, I suppose you could even go down to 27th. There's only 3 points in it. So, but we probably do need to be, looking up. The slight problem is that we've got PSG and Wolfsburg as our last 2 games. And with that in mind, we're going to show the 2 Champions League games today. So the Zwolle Eredivise game in between, I'll play that off camera. But we are going to play PSG and Wolfsburg today on camera. So you'll be watching 2 quality teams. Can we do a job on them? We've actually got a little track record. And if you think about Chelsea earlier on in the season, expected to get battered by them. And we didn't. We did okay last season as well. I mean, you remember the Borussia Dortmund games, the Liverpool game. We did all right last season in the Champions League. We certainly didn't disgrace ourselves. So a couple of nice little results in there, and we could see ourselves in the playoffs again. Anyway, that's way too much waffling from me. I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing me waffling. I've got a plane to catch. I'm off to Paris. Very nice. Eiffel Tower and all that. Oh no, it's about football. It's about the football. I'm going to get on the plane. We're off to play PSG. We'll see you very shortly. Well, welcome to Paris. Stick with me. It's very exotic. Team for today. Rakoba in goal. Back 4 of Van der Kust, Hato, Buckman and Tavares. Got Lacquer as the deep line playmaker. Fatia and Ramsey are the two in the middle. Delgado and Consecao are the two wingers with Delap up front. We're on a cautious mentality today. Everybody's been told to be more defensive minded and try and stay compact. So I'm not going with the two DMs because I would like to try and get something out of this game. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a risk. I have got two wingers on the pitch. So let's see how we do. I would argue that this game today is probably one of the biggest Champions League games that we played. PSG have got to be one of the favourites to win the Champions League, so it is a big game. And at the moment they're showing a lot of slickness there in the passing, very quick, very dynamic, and they were just passing the ball around us there. But there's been no shots up to now, although we have just recorded a shot. So we're not sitting back too much. We do need to be very defensive minded. One of the things that should fire the players up today is that their manager came out before the game and said that this was an easy peasy game for them, and they should just... So my team talk before the game was quite easy really. Didn't have to fire the players up too much. But we're not seeing too much of the ball. I mean, it's not surprising really. Mbappe, of course, you know, but a nice little tackle in there. Takes the ball off Mbappe. They still have the ball though. If they've got Vinicius Junior as well, have they? And Vinicius Junior has just scored. So a bit of a star-studded lineup this for PSG, isn't it? I don't think we need to see that one again. Yeah, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe. I mean, you just look through their team and it's quality all the way through. And we're going to get a player sent off there. Possibly no. It's actually the referee's looking for a penalty here, but it was outside the area, referee. I can help you with this one. You don't need to go to VA. Yeah, exactly. Okay, free kick here is going to be definitely, I normally say sling the ball into the box, but it's going to be definitely put into the box by Mbappe, and Recoba picks that one up quite nicely. So we're 25 minutes in now, we're getting beat 1-0, we're still on a cautious mentality. I really don't want to get battered in this game. I'm not quite sure whether to go a little bit more attacking, because an equaliser would be absolutely brilliant. But, you know, we have to be realistic, it's PSG. So PSG with the ball again, just creating these nice little triangles. Very, very slick and silky passing moves. We put a ball forward that doesn't reach Delap, although he has won it for us. Delgado, and his shot just goes over the top. I suppose that, you know, you can see the difference in quality there. If that had been Mbappe at the other end, it probably would have dipped under the bar. But we're on 40 minutes. PSG, Mbappe again with the corner. And it looks possibly like we might have given a penalty away there. And the referee's trotting all the way over to the little box to have a look at this one. I'm sure it will be a penalty. I don't know what's happened there. Some shirt pulling or an elbow, handball even, not quite sure. And the referee's signalling it's a penalty. So it looks very much like, unless our keeper can provide some heroics here, looks like we're going to go down 2-0 at half-time. And who've they got taking the penalty? Oh, it's only Mbappe. Yeah, into the bottom corner. 2-0 down. Half-time. I'm going to say what's going on. It's one of the worst halves of football I've ever seen. So Van der Kust is looking stressed. The rest of them look motivated. So let's have a quick look then what we can do here. So if Van der Kust is looking stressed, then he can come off. And we're going to put our wing backs now on attack. There's no point in sitting back now. We are going to go a little bit more positive. the wingers are going to start working their magic on the wings. And let's face it, we need a little bit of magic. Well, I'm going to leave the midfield as it is. Maybe we'll put Ramsey going forward a little bit more. And possibly bring Van Dijven on up front. So we obviously do need to score a goal or two here. Let's see if a little bit of change of mentality, a couple of personnel changes. Let's see if we can do something. So we play the ball back to Recoba, and we're just knocking the ball around at the back. We're trying to show PSG how to do it, but unfortunately Mbappe just nips in there and says, yeah, you can try and play the ball around like we do, but actually you can't really. So I'll have that, thank you very much, and I'll just stick it in the top right hand corner. I don't think we need to see that again. So that was Lacar who dallied on that ball and let Mbappe sneak in there. Can we get a consolation in? I mean, you probably know from previous episodes. Oh my word. So we've gone positive. We've come off the cautious mentality and they've scored 2 goals. This could be a cricket score now. Yeah, Lacar there was at fault in our midfield. Again, it's just showing the golfing class. I mean, I think realistically we're always going to lose this game. The one thing you don't want to do is get humiliated and battered. But that looks exactly what is going to happen. Oh, I was talking about consolation goals. Yeah, you know my view on consolation goals. I don't like consolation goals. There is absolutely no consolation when you've got beat 3 or 4-1 and you've got the 1 consolation goal. Oh, we've got a free kick. And we've got a goal. Tarek Buchman, 4th goal of the season, and he chooses to score his 4th goal of the season against PSG. Very, very nice. And we have our consolation goal. Love them. Not. 4-1. Can we actually? I think we're going to go attacking, and let's give them some encouragement. Okay, last 3 changes. Lasada, super sub Lasada has come on up front. I changed my midfield too, so Hernandez and Debias have come on in the midfield. Hopefully just to give us a little bit of energy in there. So can we nick another one? Who knows? But it's PSG with the ball, which is kind of where the ball's been most of the game, with PSG knocking the ball around. There's a nice run there by Hakimi. Mbappe picks the ball up. Hakimi again picks the ball up on the right hand side, and Alvarez nicely picked up by Lasada. Play the ball out left again. Yeah, Delgado, nice ball through to Lasada, and Lasada does what Lasada does best, comes on as a super sub and sticks the ball in the back of the net. So we're up to 4-2 now. This was a really nice move. Really nice counter-attacking move. Lasada there showing the extra energy that he's got. And a lovely goal there. 4-2. And our fans in the corner go absolutely wild. So PSG have got the ball again. Can we nick the ball off them again? Can we get a 3rd even? I mean, to be quite honest, we're kind of out of consolation goal areas now, aren't we? 4-2, and Mbappe has been sent off with 20 minutes of the game to go. They're down to 10 men. I mean, we're going to have to do an awful lot better than that. That was a very, very poor ball over the top. Come on, we need to be pressing them a little bit more. I'm just going to trigger press much more often. They're down to 10 men. I know it's PSG. They could probably beat us with 8 men, but you never know. They might have been a little bit demoralised by that, but Alvarez is through, and of course Alvarez just sticks the ball in the back of the net. So any hope that we had of coming back in this game. So 10-man PSG have now scored 5 goals against us, and it's 5-2. We don't need to see that again. That was horrible. Yes, we'll do the tactical changes, but it's not going to make any difference now. We had a great chance there. Great chance at 4-2 to maybe nick another one and make the make the scoreline a lot more respectable. But then we just let them pass the ball through us, and Alvarez gets their 5th goal. Nobody's pressing. I've done pressing. More intensive now. And I mean, look at this. You do realise, lads, don't you? We're playing PSG here. You can't play like buffoons. Yeah, I mean, this is just awful. What is that from the keeper? Okay, what's going on? Since I said press more, we're actually playing like a gang of buffoons now. Okay, let's not get too stressed about the scoreline. 5-2 defeat, PSG, not really any disgrace. You did yourselves proud, that's all I asked for. And as per usual, clicking the wrong button. Always easy to do in Football Manager, isn't it? So, in my head, I'm thinking, right, I can't berate the players because it's PSG. They're probably going to win the damn thing. So you click and say, you know what, lads, pat on the back. You've done all right there. You've conceded 5 goals, but, I mean, not many teams in the Champions League will go to PSG and get a result. You did all right. And you click that button, what you get? Looks to switch off, lost focus. I mean, switched off and confused. We've all played Football Manager. We've all been there. Okay, so with that result, we're now in 15th place. So we've only dropped... Oh, actually, no, forget that. Benfica and Monaco have still got to play. Scrap that. Okay, fairly inevitable scoreline there. Not too stressed about that one. We have now got to play Zwolle in the league. I'm going to go and play that off camera, and we'll come back for the final Champions League game against Wolfsburg. See if we can get a result against them. We'll see you very shortly. Well, welcome back. Nice 3-1 win against Zwolle, which keeps us nicely in 2nd place. We'll have a look at the league table a little later, but we have got a really important Champions League game now against Wolfsburg. And remember, the quest for us is not winning the Champions League, it's just trying to get that money in. Every season, try and win some games in these league stages, because every win nets you 2.4 million, a draw nets you 800,000. The more money I can bring in, hopefully at the end of the season, the board will say, right, here's a bit more. So maybe end of this season, 12, 15 million, who knows? Bing Beretta. I mean, you can see, you know, obviously, I don't need to tell you all of this stuff. Money equates to better players, and obviously we can do better things with better players. Anyway, let's get into this Wolfsburg game, see how we can do. We'll see you in the dugout. Well, welcome to our last game in the Champions League stage. It's against Wolfsburg, and the team that I'm putting out is Recoba in goal, back 4 of Chrisen, Hato, Larson and Tavares, midfield 3 of Fatea, Ramsey and Lakar, 2 wingers of Delgado and Consecao with Van Dijven up front. And we're 5 minutes into the game, highlights with Wolfsburg. But we win that ball. We're going to send it back at them now. Delgado is going down the left-hand side. I've actually got us on a positive mentality today, so we're not playing defensive today. We do really need to get 3 points out of this game. It's Wolfsburg. The chances are pretty slim, but you never know. You know, we might give them too much to think about, and might just nick a win out of it. But that ball into the box needs to be a lot better than that. And that ball's coming straight back at us now. Lovely ball through. And that's in the back of the net, and we're losing 1-0. So a sweeping counter-attack there. And Wolfsburg are 1-0 in the lead. Very little to be seen to be that we could do anything about that. So that was shocking. I mean, can we do anything in this game? Ball's punched out. Lakar. Consolation. That ends up in the back of the net. How did that end up in the back of the net? We're level. It's 1-1. Was that an own goal? Let's just have a look at that again. Fateo with the corner. Over the top. Keeper punches the ball out. Lakar. Consolation. That was an own goal. I don't know whether it'll be credit. I mean, it was on target from Consolation, but the deflection took it the other side of the keeper. So we're 1-1 for Taylor again with a free kick. Ball's headed out. Come on, Ramsey, you need to get to that ball. Hato, centre back, you need to come back. Just watch out for the counter attack, which is happening as we speak. Centre backs, get back in position. Adeyemi with the ball down this left hand side. Ball into the middle. Nunes fires the ball in the back of the net. They just seem to be able to score at will, don't they, Wolfsburg? So, after having got our hopes up, we're now 2-1 down. So, 20 minutes on the clock, with 2-1 down. Wolfsburg have actually gone second in the league with this result. So, we're actually playing a team here who have got big aspirations. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more defensive. Ball over the top. That should be the keeper's ball. Recoba there. Picks the ball up. It's just going to roll this out to somebody now. Rolls it out Hato. That's going to go on the wing. Yes, it is. Chrisen to Delgado. Nice ball into Fatea. Down the wing to Delgado. Delgado's going to put this in the box. And unfortunately, our finishing wasn't as crisp as Wolfsburg's. So we're still 2-1 behind. We're 21st in the league at the moment. But if results elsewhere, actually all the teams below us have only played 7 games. So we're not going to find out today whether, unless we win. I think if we win it could well mean we get a place in the playoffs. Oh, the ball's bobbling about there and didn't end up in the back of the net. Goal line technology never says that the ball crossed the line, so that's not a goal. We're still losing 2-1. So I'm going to say to them, what was that? Get your act together. They all seem very motivated by that. One change at half-time. Delap has gone, come on up front. I think we're going to go to an attacking mentality as well. Just try and see if we can give them something to think about. The problem is, in the first half, we were doing that and they were just winning the ball and then counter-attacking and just scoring goals at will. So, not ideal, really. 3 changes. Jaeger, Super Sub Lasada and Hernandez have come on just to see if we can nick just a point in this game. Would be absolutely amazing. Going to give them a little bit of a team talk. Want to see a good performance from you. Can we actually do this? Can we get a result here? Give them a little bit of encouragement. But Wolfsburg do have the corner. The ball is headed out. And that one is fired in and hits the crossbar. So we do get away with one there. We are going to go very attacking now. Ball to Hernandez. Hernandez over the top for Jaeger. Nope, Chrisen picks the ball up on the left. Puts the ball inside and Delap. Delap has got an equaliser for us. We're 2-2 now with Wolfsburg. This was a little bit out of the blue. I thought Jaeger had lost that ball then, but Chrisen picked the ball up really well, fired the ball across there, and Delap gets a toe on it. Back to 2-2. Can we actually get a winner in this game? Don't think we need to see it a third time. Okay, we have another highlight. Chrisen with the ball. Throws it straight to a Wolfsburg player. Hato picks the ball up at the back though. Chrisen. It's going to go in the middle. No, and Hato has just given the ball away to Wolfsburg player. And suicidal stuff. Yeah, suicidal. No, we don't want to see that again. That was absolutely horrific. Come on, lads. Do we want to win this game? Can we stop being buffoons? I mean, you know, buffoonery and football, it just don't go together. Please do something. Ridiculous. But Wolfsburg have got the ball again and they're coming away with it down this right hand side. Ball slung in the box. Header out straight to a Wolfsburg player again. And that's a tap in. No, we get away with that one and it's a corner. I'm just going to give them, I'm going to berate them because, I mean, okay, it's probably a game we can't win this, but at the end of the day, we have to give a good account for ourselves, and playing like complete buffoons like some of them have, giving the ball away to a team like Wolfsburg, not acceptable. Recoba picks the ball out of the air. We've got about 10 minutes of the game left now. We're in 22nd place now. We're in very good company. Barcelona, one place above us. And I think that's it for the game now. It's just bobbing away to full time. We do get a highlight. Ball's picked up by Hato. Delap, ball forward for Consolation. Is he going to have a shot? Is he going to... No. What's going to happen here? The keeper picks it up. So we don't get a nice little easy tap in there at the end. And it looks very much like we're going to go down 3-2. But now they're guilty of giving the ball away. Consolation, can he feed that ball through to Delap? And Delap puts it wide. Buffoonery again now. Even our centre forwards at it. Not quite sure what's going on. Really not quite sure. I'm not sure these players realise the amount of money that's at stake here. We're probably going to get next to nothing for this game. We could have got 2.4 million. Very poor. Very poor. Right, we weren't good enough, and you don't know how angry that makes me. Well, I bet you're glad you tuned in today, aren't you? Got absolutely battered by PSG, and then we had a couple of players in the Wolfsburg game just playing like complete and utter... Well, I don't know. What's the worst that you can say about them? I mean, giving the ball... When that miss by Delap right at the end... I mean, absolutely, shockingly awful. And we get beat 3-2. So, both the Champions League games today, we come out with next to no money and 2 losses. That's not really what I want to see at all. So, let's just have a quick catch-up on both league positions now. So in the Champions League, we are now 22nd. We've played all our games. We've got 9 points. Like I say, we're in very good company because Barcelona only have 10 points. But I think that might be enough for Barcelona to keep them in there. Us, I'm not that sure. So the teams that are looking to overhaul us are Slavia Prague, Real Hispalis. Were Real Hispalis the team that I applied for a job for? Not quite sure. I think they were asked... No, that's right. I didn't show you that. I did apply for the Real Hispalis job and didn't even get an interview for it. And Salzburg are in 27th place. And the league table is looking like this. So after 20 games played, Ajax have won every single one of their games. I think they're going to go all season undefeated. So 20 played, 60 points. We're second with 45 points. AZ are third, having played a game less than us on 34. So at this moment in time, they are 11 points behind us. I think the team that we probably have to look out for is PSV, who at this moment in time are in 8th position, but they played 2 games less than us. So if they win both of those games, it will put them on 36. Still 9 points behind us, but we do have to keep an eye on these teams. The win against Zwolle was really important. So I think it's going to be all about the league for the rest of the season now. I mean, there is a slim chance we could get into the playoffs. If we do, great. If not, then, you know, it could be a little bit more money coming in. So I think I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Thanks for watching. If you're new around here, please subscribe. I would ask you all to give me a like. makes a big difference to the channel and the algorithms, helps the channel to grow, which obviously, you know, is my main aim. And the next episode is just around the corner. If you like your Football Manager played the Gobby Gaffer way, then why not show your support for an up-and-coming new channel? We'll see you next time.